I hope you brought hunger with you because we're about to add a custom food to our Minecraft mod. If you want to go deeper, the 26.x modding courses are linked down below. 30 plus hours covering complex block entities with fluid and energy handling, custom mobs, custom networking, and even custom biomes and dimensions. Everything you need for 26.x all in one place, linked down below in the description. Alright, we're friends back at once more, and in this tutorial we're going to be adding a custom food item to our Minecraft mod. And yes, a food item is actually quite interesting because they sort of added a very interesting mechanic to food, which we can actually, well, we're going to basically look at entirely. So for a custom food item, what we actually need is another class to create food properties as well as a consumable, but we'll take a look at all of that. So in the tutorial mod package, we're going to make a new package and we're going to call this food. Inside of there, we'll make a new Java class called the mod foods over here. Absolutely fantastic. For vanilla values on this, we should press shift twice and look at the foods class. So type in foods, include non-project items, and there we have it. Under net Minecraft world food right here, we have all of the values for the nutrition, the saturation. We can see sometimes always edible over here, different things for different food properties. And we can also take a look at the consumables, which is in the item component, and that is the consumables for how long it takes to consume something, whether or not it is a drink or a food, and also the sound effect, as well as we can add an on-consume effect right here. We're going to talk about this in a second. Those are really cool because they allow us to basically, well, I kind of just call whatever arbitrary code we want on consuming an item, on consuming like a consumable, in this case, like any sort of food, which is really cool. But let's start first of all with the public static final food properties for the onion. Yummy onion over here, equal to a food properties builder, where we're going to add a nutrition of, let's say, 2 and a saturation modifier of 0.5. And then, of course, calling the build method. We can see that is sort of in line with, I don't know, like a chicken-ish, you know, we can see that. So you can basically take a look at the different ones over here that you have. Melon slice is 2 and 0.3. I mean, maybe 1.5 is like a little bit, maybe that's like not quite enough. That's okay. Melon slice would be roughly akin to an onion, especially if it's like a raw onion, but you know, that's okay. But that is only one step of this. The other one is the consumable. So the consumable is going to be a public static final consumable. So this is the singular one, very important over here from net Minecraft world item component. And then this is the onion underscore consumable, there we go, equal to, this time consumables dot default food, because in this case it's a food. If you make a drink, obviously you would do default drink. And then we call, let's say for example, consume effect. Maybe this takes a little bit longer, maybe not 25 seconds, but maybe 2.5 seconds. So you can see the normal one, I believe, is 2 seconds. No, 1.6. So maybe it takes a little bit longer. It takes maybe 2.1, because, you know, maybe eating an onion isn't specifically a raw one, isn't the most pleasant thing. So maybe it takes a little bit longer over here. And we could theoretically also, you know, change the animation. We could add a sound after the consume over here. We could add particles, but what we want to do is we want to call the onConsume method and make a new apply status effect consume effect, passing in a new mob effect instance for mob effects dot. Let's say, for example, I don't know, what is like the best thing? I think nausea works the best. Now, why do we get nausea for 20 seconds over here with a probability of maybe only like 10%? Because eating a raw onion is kind of crazy, okay? That's the idea, okay? So you have like a 10% chance of getting nausea, which is the closest that we have to heartburn, I guess, right? I mean, there you go. But that is a consumable, and the onConsume method is so cool because this one, if we middle mouse button click or control left click on this, you can see it takes in a consume effect. And this consume effect is an interface that you can see. These are the vanilla consume effects that exist over here. And you can, in theory, simply register your own custom consume effects. And we may actually see that in a future tutorial as well. And then you just, you know, you implement the apply method. And the apply method is what gets called when you consume the food consumable, which is super freaking cool. It's actually so well made and it's so easily expandable, and you can just do all sorts of crazy things in the apply method with a custom consume effect. It's absolutely amazing. I highly recommend, if that's something of interest to you, that you take a look at that, because there are so many applications of like some cool stuff that you could feasibly do there. So yeah, that is the foods done though. So this is the food properties and the consumable. So now we wanted to register our item as well, and that's going to be a public static final deferred item of type item. So that's going to be the same. It is called the onion, equal to the items deferred register dot register item. Then here the name is onion, and then this is going to be, once again, the function properties to an item, where this is going to be a new item. It's a normal item because everything happens in the properties, because here we call the food method, which, as you can see, takes in food properties, either just the food properties, which will then make it a default food consumable, or we can do both, where we first pass in the mod foods.onion and then the mod foods.onion consumables. And just like that, we have it done. We can close it off. There we go. And just like any other item, of course, we still need to go through every single one of the other classes over here, you know, making it right here a flat item, of course, onion, bada bing, bada boom, adding it to the creative mode tab, the translation, and finally the texture, which of course is also going to be available to you down below, or download the onion texture over here. Absolutely fantastic. And with that, we have the item added, and we also have added it with some food over here. Note, of course, that the way that we've defined it right here is so that you can only ever consume it if you're actually hungry, which, I mean, once again, for a raw onion actually might kind of make sense. But there we go. Let's just run the data gen over here, and then let's eat some onions. Let's go. All right, found this back in Minecraft again, and as you can see, there we have it. The onion is successfully added. It looks freaking amazing. And if I eat it, there we go. It took a little bit longer than you expected, right? It's like, oh, I should have already been done with eating. No, it takes 2.1 seconds, which is slightly longer. And it's like, this is a little bit weird. But it's so cool that we can just like add this and change the parameters via the consumable. I really like the fact that that's like so easily done. And let's see. Can we get the 10% nausea? We didn't hit the nausea because obviously it only gets added 10% of the time. But there we have it. That is custom food added to Minecraft. Really awesome. As always, all of the code is available to you down below in the GitHub repository. And there's also all of the downloads for, you know, when it comes to the textures and stuff like that. But that's gonna be it for this tutorial. Next time, we'll get a custom fuel going. Hope to see you there. So, yeah.